From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, March 17th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. The adult playtime boutique on South Hunter Highway was robbed at gunpoint around 8:30 Monday night. According to Butler Township Police, the suspect entered the store and brandished a semi-automatic pistol at the clerk demanding money. No word how much money the suspect got away with. The suspect allegedly acted aggressively towards the victim and broke items inside the store. Police say the suspect ran in an unknown direction. The suspect is described as a black male, approximately 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing around 185 pounds. At the time of the robbery, he was wearing a camouflage jacket with the hood pulled up over his head, dark sunglasses, and a handkerchief-type bandana across his face. No one was injured in the robbery. Sugarloaf Township and State Police assisted Butler Township Police at the scene. Anyone with information on this armed robbery is asked to call police in Butler Township at 570-788-3230 or dial 911. A firefighter was taken to the hospital Monday night after being hit by a car. WYLN's Gary Perna has more with Hazleton's Fire Chief, Darnold Leschko.
Monday night, Hazleton City firefighters were called to assist the Hazleton Water Authority with a water line issue. The firefighters had to close down Cedar Street because of the water line being in the middle of the road.
During that operation, we had our fire truck closing the intersection, had our firefighters blocking off the roadway. A vehicle went around one of our trucks, struck one of our firefighters that was stopping traffic.
Chief Leschko said the firefighter was released from the hospital Monday night and will be back to work in a few days.
The firefighter was actually treated at scene, and then he was taken to Lehigh Valley Hazleton for further treatment, and he was released last evening.
69-year-old James Casso from West Hazleton went around the fire truck at Cedar and Diamond Avenue and was stopped by the firefighter, who told Casso that the street was closed. Casso, after being told that the street was closed, drove around and hit the firefighter. Casso drove to the Cedar Street Supply Company. That's where Hazleton police arrived and found him and cited him with numerous criminal charges. Chief Leschko is asking all residents, when you see an emergency scene, avoid the area.
The thing we're asking all residents is to, when they see, it's whether it be the fire apparatus at a scene, the street closed, or the police department or EMS, we ask you to please avoid the scene. We know sometimes it's just more or less a hazard as people are trying to drive around and trying to get around our apparatus. We just want people to know that we have the street blocked for a reason. It was closed for a reason during this incident. And any incident, we try to close the roadways down to more or less keep our responders safe. We've seen too many incidents throughout the years, all throughout the country, where our first responders are killed or seriously injured due to motorists not obeying, not paying attention. So more or less we're asking all motorists, if you see fire department, you see EMS, you see police operating in an area with their flashing lights on, and if people out there also directing traffic, just stay clear of the area. Just avoid the area at all costs.
In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
A Luzerne County man was charged with distributing Oxycontin and unlawfully possessing a firearm. United States Attorney Peter Smith filed those charges against 32-year-old Sean Jenks of Kingston. According to the U.S. Attorney, Jenks unlawfully possessed a firearm during September and November 2014 and illegally distributed Oxycontin pills in November of 2014. The charges stem from an investigation by the FBI and Kingston police. Jenks faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a $1 million fine for the drug charge, and a 10-year prison sentence and a $250,000 fine for the gun charge. The Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area is no longer in the top spot with the highest unemployment rate. For the first time in nearly 5 years, the jobless rate in the area dropped 1/10 of a point to 6% in January. East Stroudsburg metro area now has the highest unemployment rate with 6.5% reported in January. Again, after 57 straight months, the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area is no longer number one in unemployment. Over 80 people packed into the Hazleton Active Adult Center on Broad Street to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. WYLN stopped by the center this afternoon as celebrations were underway. Director of the center, Harley Bobby, who just started in February, said the seniors had a full day with all of the Irish favorites.
We are doing a St. Patrick's Day celebration, and so far we've had a wonderful luncheon of corned beef and cabbage, potatoes, and then also we are going to be putting out a spread of desserts and goodies and a green punch as a celebratory St. Patrick's Day drink.
MC for the event, Ed Harris, and singer Janet Kurkowski were helping seniors.
For approximately a year and a half, I've enjoyed every day of it. We have great people here. We have great management. And our director here, Harley Bobby, now has just joined us, and we're looking forward to a great relationship with her.
I've been singing since I'm 7 years old. Never had no formal training. I just trained myself. And everybody seemed to always ask me to come to a party and sing, or I sang at weddings. I've been all over wherever I could sing. And so it just developed into that now they're calling me Patsy Cline.
If you would like more information on the Active Adult Center or would like to see when they're having more events, you can give them a call at 570-459-1441. A blood drive was held this St. Patrick's Day at the Keystone Volunteer Fire Company in McAdoo. The McAdoo Lions Club has been participating in the blood drive for over 35 years. It is held in cooperation with the American Red Cross.
Okay, the McAdoo Alliance is service organizations, and we first got started by helping the blind, and we still do that today through our donations, and we help with the Lions Eye Bank, the Seeing Eye Dog, and we also help out the local community through our efforts with the local food bank. And we have other fundraisers we also do to help us fund the organization. We've had terrific help from our community.
Georgine Posapak-Borchik is a member of the Lions and is also a blood donor. The importance of giving blood hits close to home for Georgine.
I think it's very important to become a blood donor because when my husband needed blood when he was going through open heart surgery, the McAdoo Lions come forward with my father and Pete Cardamoon and got the McAdoo Lions to sponsor the blood drive, and it was in St. Patrick's Church. At that time I needed 50 pints of blood for them to start the machine for him to go through open heart surgery. And right now I'm a 9-gallon donor.
Everyone that donated blood today also received a t-shirt in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Grab a pencil and paper because we have the dates and times for the rebroadcast of the 35th annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade. As you know, WYLN taped the parade in its entirety. There will be 6 opportunities for you to watch it or record it on your DVR. The first showing is this Wednesday, March 18th, beginning at 11:30 a.m. with the remaining broadcasts up on your screen now. Now, the final broadcast will air on Monday, March 30th at 8:30 a.m. So tell your friends and set your DVRs as WYLN presents the 35th annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade for your viewing pleasure. We'll also have those dates and times for the broadcast on our Facebook page. The clouds above threatened rain in our area today, but the temperatures remained above freezing. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the latest. Joe, spring is just 3 days away, but lately there's just no sign of it anywhere. What can we expect weather-wise for the rest of the week?
No, there's no sign of it. In fact, as we head through tonight, it's going to get much colder across our area. Satellite and radar, really not much going on. A couple of sprinkles, couple of flurries. Any of the organized activity was pretty much remaining in upstate New York, but for our area, it wasn't too bad of a day, but you know what? Much of the nation dealing with some very mild air. In fact, over 24 hours, temperatures were in the upper 50s and upper 40s, but since then temperatures have continued to fall, and those temperatures will continue to fall through the rest of this evening. 36 now in New Angola, 45 in Berwick, 46 in Bloomsburg and in Danville. Complete 7-day forecast coming up, including the chance of maybe a little bit of some snow in it. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up, the Berwick Drug Alliance Group met last night with a very interesting panel with first-hand experience. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will be back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Welcome to Fairway Chevrolet, Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
From the longest-lasting, most dependable full-size pickup, the tough all-new Silverado, to the rugged 3500 Chevy dump truck, Fairway has your truck. Drive home in a brand new Chevy Silverado during Fairway Chevrolet's Truck Month, starting at $19,995 or $246 per month. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal.
Make no mistake about it, Fairway Chevrolet is Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this down because I gotta save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
Millions of people love to tune into true crime TV shows. Last night, an audience in Berwick got a first-hand account of a real crime spree that happened in their own neighborhood. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
The Berwick Anti-Drug Alliance held a presentation Monday night at the McBride Memorial Library. The program, Law & Order Berwick True Crime, highlighted a crime spree that occurred on October 18th of 2013. A heroin addict, Noah Bomboy, assaulted 4 residents throughout Berwick. 2 women and 1 man were robbed at knife point. Another victim got into a scuffle with Bomboy and sustained an injury to his arm. We spoke with Art Kishbo-Leffler, who lived through the ordeal.
He come up actually the brief description is he wanted to use my cell phone, or at least he told me. He was trying to get in the car, to take me in the car, I'm sure to go get money, just like he did with Kelly. When I went to get back in my car, closed the door pretty much on him, and I come up back out of the car at him and started fighting with him. After he cut me, I started wailing on him, and when he fell down, I ripped his hoodie off him, he ran away, took off.
Art also talked to us about the healing process.
I'm hypervigilant would be actually the term. I'm always looking over my shoulder right now. And maybe that'll fade as time goes on, but right now that's pretty much the way it is.
Sergeant Mike Monaco apprehended Bomboy, and Judge Gary Norton handed down a 10 to 20-year sentence. Maxim Furyk heads the Anti-Drug Alliance. He knows of the drug addiction problems that face Berwick. The meetings are about awareness and education for the community and help for individuals who are battling addictions.
Here's a crime that happened, a 2-day crime spree that happened in Berwick, that we were able to go and place regular people, common people there, put a face on this criminality. Even though the victims had been traumatized, and you could see by some of the emotion that they demonstrated tonight, they still wanted to tell their story. And I think on at least one level, just by telling their story, it was a healing, cathartic experience. So I'm glad they did that. I think it was an easy thing to bring them together. The only concern was that they didn't want to go and somehow justify or rationalize, this drug addict's behavior.
For more information on the Berwick Anti-Drug Alliance, contact Maxim at 570-542-7946 or the McBride Memorial Library at 570-752-2241. In Berwick for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with another look at our forecast, including what we can expect weather-wise on the first day of spring. Plus, WYLN's Gary Perna will have a look at this year's local and county races before you head to the polls in May. Stay tuned.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Well, despite the sunshine that we have outside as I speak, it is very, very windy. In fact, with those temperatures, it's making it feel much colder than the actual air temperature indicates. Here's a look at the map for today, and well, we had the sunshine, but even despite the sunshine, you know what, those temperatures were much nicer 24 hours ago. Since then, temperatures have fallen. It's gotten colder, and there's been some sprinkles. There's been a couple of flurries here and there. But the wind is the big factor across our area, and it's going to continue to stay windy as we head through tonight and even as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. Live 35 Skycast Doppler, not much going on, maybe a couple of snow flurries, snowflakes over extreme northeastern Pennsylvania, but the rest of us, really not much going on, except the wind, 38 degrees outside our station in Hazleton, but we get those winds averaging anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles per hour, and that, of course, is making it feel much colder than the actual air temperature indicates. Almanac page for the day, 50 and 33, 46 and 28 are the averages, 81 and 4. The record still stands, 712, 713. Sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. Temperature-wise right now, 34 Mount Pocono, 40 degrees. Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport. Still very mild in Philadelphia, where it's at 58 degrees, 41 in State College, and 35 degrees up there in Erie in northwestern Pennsylvania. So we'll keep the wind blowing over the next couple hours. Look at these temperatures dropping like a rock down to about 20 by 9 o'clock, and we'll be in the mid to upper teens as we head toward the 11 o'clock hour. Satellite and radar, some snow showers and a couple of sprinkles across our neck of the woods. Most of the activity centered in upstate New York, so again, not expecting anything really much through the overnight hours. The wind will continue to be a factor. Temperatures will continue to fall. We'll be dropping down into the upper teens, lower 20s, and tomorrow probably having a hard time getting out of the 30s in most areas, and early in the morning on Thursday you could see those temperatures only in the 20s. So not a lot going on tomorrow, but again, it's going to be a blustery day across northeastern Pennsylvania. Still a chance of some snow in our forecast as we go into our Friday and Friday night. Maybe even a little bit of a mixture. And spring, ironically, even though we may have to deal with some snow, gets here this Friday. Extended forecast looking like this. It will continue to be windy for our Wednesday, and then chilly for Thursday, a chance of a wintry mix, maybe some rain and snow for Friday. Saturday it gets warmer, so some showers around, and then staying chilly heading into next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 2, 84, the pick 3, 859, and the pick 4, 6055. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office. or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Think you have what it takes to be WYLN's next cooking show personality? Send us your name, contact information, a picture, and in 50 words or less, tell us why you should be Granny in our new Granny's Kitchen Show. Our new Granny's Kitchen Show host will have the opportunity to prepare heritage recipes and share cooking, crafting, and other helpful tips from years gone by. Email ltolan@WYLNTV.com or mail WYLN 35, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania 18201. Do you have what it takes? Send in your application today.
As election night nears, WYLN will be bringing you as much information as possible about every person running this year. Tonight, our Gary Perna takes a look at the Luzerne County Council race, along with some others in Lower Luzerne County.
The May primary election is quickly approaching, and to make sure that you are informed on who is running for all the elected offices that are open, WYLN has a rundown of all the races in our area. We start in Luzerne County, where County Council has 6 seats up for grab. Running on the Democratic ticket are Robert Oliveira, Edward Borminski, John Dedmosky, Tim McGinley, John Perwatsky, Anthony Rostick, Robert Sheehan, Stephen A. Urban, and Jane Walsh Waitukis. On the Republican ticket, Mark Dixon, Ray Gustav, Mark Rabo, and Stephen J. Urban. In Butler Township, one supervisor position is open. Republican Brian Kissenweather is running for his second term. There is no one running against him. In Cunningham, there are 4 seats up for grabs on council. Gary Gregory is a lone Democrat. On the Republican ticket, Joe Gallagher, Jill Hawk, and Willie McKee are running. Moving to the north side, where 3 seats are up on Freeland Council. 3 Democrats are running: Jennifer Farley, Chris Kimmel, and Barbara Tolanowski. 2 Republicans have thrown their hats in the race: John Buda and William D. Francisco Jr. In Hazel Township, Supervisor Jim Montone is running for his first full 6-year term. There is no one challenging him. Moving to the Hazleton Area School Board, where 7 people are vying for 5 seats: Tony Bonomo, James Capriati, Robert Fume, Marie Kay, Jackie Scarcella, Carmela Yankovich, and Vinnie Zola. Incumbents Robbie Wallace, Brian Early, Mark Fianik, and Dr. Bob Childs are not running. Stay tuned to WYLN as we continue to run through the names of those looking for your vote on election night. Gary Perna, WYLN News.
Coming up next, Eric DeVerdinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
At this stage of the state playoffs, any opponent is going to be really good, but tonight the Holy Redeemer girls will truly face the best. The Lady Royals pit it against the #1 team in the country, according to USA Today. Newman Goretti is unbeaten this season, have 4 seniors that will play Division I basketball next season, including a Player of the Year candidate, and a girl that is 6'9". It's an exceptionally tall task for a Redeemer, but they are ranked #3 in the state for a reason and have a Division I commit of their own in Alexis Lewis. Plus, District 2 champ Dunmore hung tough with the Saints for 31 minutes. So the belief for the Royals is that they can, too. The madness almost over for high school ball, but just beginning on the college level, and we invite you, our viewers, to join the WYLN Sports March Madness Pool. Steps on your screen. Go to ESPN.com, search Tournament Challenge, then for our group titled WYLN Sports, and from there, use whatever method needed to pick the best possible bracket to see how you fare against us at WYLN and our other viewers. Same players, new coach. It's the formula Hazleton area softball will work with this season. The Lady Cougars are confident they can not only defend their conference and district titles, but make the next step at states.
Typically, the year after a team captures conference and district glory, the concern is replacing talent. Hazleton area softball doesn't have that issue.
We have every single person back this year. We've all been playing together since we were freshmen, and we've all been starting since we were freshmen, and we just are one big happy family. We play together all the time. It's super encouraging because they know what it's like in tough games. They know what it's like to win the Wyoming Valley Conference, the District 2 title. They know what it's like to play in the state tournament, so it's great and promising when we have players that know what it's like in the tough games.
The Lady Cougars return everyone on the field, but not from the dugout. Adrienne Rybarczyk is in her first year with the program as head coach and is still getting into the swing of things when it comes to acclimating to her players.
So being the first year head coach, coming into a program that has been successful, and not just successful 1 or 2 years, but has been successful for decades, to be honest. It was a challenge, and I think it will be an ongoing challenge to get the players to see that I and the other coaches know softball, we know the game, and that we're fun. We try to play games every day.
But Rybarczyk's personality and the familiarity amongst the team have made the transition much easier.
It's an adjustment, but we have all the same players, so it's kind of like coming back to the family. So it's not that bad. She's just been real nice to us, and that's all she really needs to be, and we respect her and do what she wants. I mean, she's our coach now.
It's even it's different for us because we've had the same coach for a really long time, and we all loved him. But coach is doing a great job of just kind of trying to fit in with us. She's really making it comfortable. She's extremely nice, and I think we're gonna have a fun time with her.
Different coach, but the same players, same focus, and same goals.
Last year we really thought we were going to be the state champions. We just didn't have a great game. We had a bad game, but I feel like that just gives us more motivation for this year to do well.
And we think we have a really good shot to go all the way this year, and that's our ultimate goal that we've been striving for since we were freshmen. Last year's a little bit of disappointment, but we're ready to go this year.
Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbaczyk will have a final look at the forecast.
Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
Okay. I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
This week on Topic A, we're talking about FunFest and the volunteers that run the organization. FunFest has been around for 37 years, and if it wasn't for the volunteers, it wouldn't be around. This week, we talked to the longest-serving volunteer and those who are carrying on the tradition. All that and more on Topic A this week, only on WYLN.
Well, we got the colder air on the move. Boy, you know what? This is very nice to be in Philadelphia and Harrisburg now, where temperatures are in the 50s to near 60 degrees. But tell you what, those temperatures continuing to drop, and they'll drop through this evening. Staying windy, about 20 as we head toward 9, down to 18 by the 11 o'clock hour. But that's not going to be the telltale end of the weather, if you will, because when you combine temperatures with winds, it's going to make it feel colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. So despite the teens, again, it's going to be feeling colder than those actual numbers that you see or read on the thermometer. And as we go into tomorrow, still 30 degrees. That's it. It's going to be windy. 33 as we go into our Thursday. And then as we greet spring at 6:45 p.m. Friday, we're going to be dealing with maybe a wintry mix, maybe some plain snow, and then a little bit milder, some showers for Saturday. And then after that, the colder weather still hangs tough going into next week.
What is that? Friday, the first day of spring?
Yeah.
See a wintry mix.
I thought we were over the wintry mixes.
Yeah.
Not yet. We can have it in April.
We should probably delete that graphic from a 7-day forecast and see. Let's create a new one.
Hey, well, it is what it is.
All right. I have no words.
Nothing.
I have no words. But definitely fill out a bracket. I did today, and I'll explain why I chose what I chose, because I did. I can't even explain it.
Coin flip?
Colors?
That works.
I don't watch college basketball. I'm a
and
baseball.
you probably will finish higher than most.
I know. Eric saw it, so we'll see what happens. Have a good night.